récipiendaires d'histoire parce que nos amis du département d'enquête doivent passer tout de suite. Et quand ils terminent, vous pouvez venir nous remplacer.
Oh, c'est moi.
Pasteur. Je donne de la fin.
Il est polygame. Il est polygame spirituel.
Il donne de la fin.
Direct. C'est bien de bien ça. Non, c'est lui qui n'a su orienter ce qu'il avait.
C'est la première position. Comme ça,
Apa antu shilango asto antu somba sanda genda kana
Maros, pour me pardonner la faute n'est pas de moi.
laissez-les respirer. Nous sommes aussi à son cœur. Somba. Kaya mujimusi kanya konsala ajibi banga. Tengo se dale No.
Alexis, vous pouvez moi bien. Hein? Oh, ya to.
Betul.
Sabe? Kamu bikin jam itu.
No, you did it.
Teo na uwezi nikula. Pada aku ya. Ila machine.
Kalau mau tega kamu kalau. Subia ndebe bal.
Baje dombo so vinde babinondela mo abawo.
Wale yevu mwenzo mukoka imagem. Watu kutu hii imagem. Taba yale. Aí, tá onde papai? Bate o bolso.
Okay, thank you. We start now the Bible of this department. And I call the first candidate. And it's on the floor, 5 minutes to present your word.
Professor Albert Kabango, my dearest family members, colleagues and friends. On this day, my Bible, I have the pleasure and honor to present to you the outcomes of my research on a topic in complex and its limits and benefits as art. To you, my parents, this I dedicate this week. First and foremost, I would like to praise and thank God for everything that He has done. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to my supervisor, Professor Alexis and my co-supervisor, dissertation writing processes. My honest thanks to our English department for providing excellent recommendations. The way under presentation is divided into 4 chapters: general introduction and general division. Based on my experiences as a researcher and African citizen, the superiority complex makes some Africans of black race believe that whatever the yellow is ways, they don't want it to have. They are more trusting in what people than they are in themselves. They are even ashamed of their parents, their religions, and cultures. I have chosen to work on this topic in order to point out the inferiority complex and its negative effects as depicted in this part. The sources from which I collected the data are the normal history part and other groups related to the topic. The method used to analyze the data in this way is a quantitative method. In the first chapter, this way discussed the varieties of some theories about the way. The second chapter is about what inferiority complex is. This presentation has first of all defined inferiority complex as a feeling to see oneself as more inferior than others, more incompetent than others, and also see one's belongings as less important than those of other people. It has also talked about psychological understanding by Adler, Erikson, and Poland. According to Adler, the inferiority complex exists universally, that is, within all the people. As to Erikson, the inferiority complex is developed from the early age and people grow up with it. According to Rogers, whatever people say about us can influence our self-concept. Then, Colin says that the inferiority complex is characterized by self-concept, self-image, and self-esteem. There are 2 types of inferiority complex: spiritual cringe and Napoleon complex. The causes of inferiority complex are into 3 aspects: economic aspect, physical aspect, and intellectual aspect. The third chapter has discussed the analysis of the normal physical part. Finally, the 4th and last chapter is about the negative effects of inferiority complex and its instances in physical impact. At least 8 negative effects and the illustrations have been found in the local analysis. See the weight under presentation. After my data analysis, I found that Black Africans lacked self-confidence, self-reliance, and self-pride. They lost their identity, their beliefs, and turned against their customs. Thus, this work suggests that Black people should have self-confidence, self-pride, and self-reliance. They should also treat themselves as equal as whites. No culture is better than that of other people. Human beings should respect the lifestyle of every community. President of jury, members of jury, I put back the floor to you. The questions and remarks are welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. Okay. Now we give the floor to the first reader, and for the time being, I substitute myself in the first reader. Okay, Tabea, I have read with interest, first of all. Then I proofread this work as a supervisor of the work, and I found that you followed all pieces of the advice given to you throughout the reading, the writing, and so on. That's why the work itself is clear, is proper, well done. The video is well presented according to the academic notes. Apart from slight mistakes which are not alarming. And the video is sufficient for a work of this level. I have counted them 50 words. It is imperative. And for this, I thank you and I congratulate you. Apart from that, I have got, I think, one or two questions. The first one, I start with your topic. You see, inferiority complex and its negative effects are seen in academic things fall apart. Why did you put things fall apart? What is it exactly? Things fall apart. What is it?
This qualified is a literary biology.
Yes, it is a literal word, it is a novel. Why haven't you put that in a way which is different from what you have done at the beginning? Because it's the way you should do it, no? Is there any reason? Because normally speaking, you've been told to put a special way of writing for novels, books, and so on and so forth. My first question. So, I don't know if you are going to consider the first one as a remark or a question. But so, I want you to tell me, so can you make a parallelism between you and the society, huh? The environment where you are living? That society point of view, you and that society point of view, as far as polygamy is concerned. Make the parallel. Can you show me or tell us your personal appreciation of this novel or this work based on your topic? Your personal appreciation of the novel based on your topic. Only that. Show us your personal appreciation. Because we have general and personal, yeah. The personal appreciation of this novel based on your topic, the subject of your work. Yeah. You've got the floor.
Yes. Madam, thank you for your helpful remarks. I go straight to the first question. You wanted to know why in time mentioned the name of Chinua.
No, things fall apart.
The name of principal part?
No. Why didn't you put the names of works in your work? No. I have seen that, but only at this page. They are the same from the beginning up to the end. There is no way to see that this is a work from Chinua Achebe. Is it a mistake, an error, or? Yeah.
We know that you were taught us from up to second instance because of literature, saying that as far as wonders, a lot of who is well known, everybody like it. We don't need the presentation. So once we cite the work such as principal part as someone who writes literature, we know that it is by Chinua Achebe. This is why for such a work, we don't need to present to mention the name of the author because it's well known to everybody.
Are you sure? But the name is there. What are you telling me? Achebe is the name of the author. My problem is about the work itself. Things fall apart. You should either bold it, either underline it, or put it in italics. That's what we should do. And yeah.
Can I just say a word?
Yeah, Professor.
Yes. When you have the floor, very first one is keep moving, okay? And pay attention to questions that are asked. Jot them down and you answer as long as you know. Do not escape responsibility. Okay? It's not good trying to escape. It is a scientific word. So answer, okay? Do not try to escape. The second question we wanted to know the difference which I can make between me and the society as far as polygamy is concerned. Polygamy, as my research is medical research, I read in the novel and I found that polygamy is not something good because we see the inferiority complex by women towards their husbands. Husbands, they have a superpower above the wives, and that is not good. According to many researchers which I have produced here, they say that so we need to have social, political, and economic equality amongst sexes. For such a reason, we don't want men to beat their wives as it is the case. This is is one of the main effects of inferiority complex in the novel principle. I guess I've answered the question. And the last one is what good to know. What to know. Tell us your personal appreciation of this novel and your topic. What I can say is that as far as this work is concerned, the work of Chinochibi by the work of history part by Chinochibi, it is a fantastic work. Why? Because it shows us how black people have lost their identity by mixing the cultures of white people and theirs. And this is a moral lesson which advises us for the next time not to repeat the same mistakes of what our ancestors did when white missionaries came in Africa in order to colonize our ancestors.
Can you tackle one of those mistakes?
Yes, ma'am.
Just to justify.
Yes, ma'am. When white missionaries first of all came in Africa, in Nigeria, precisely in order to colonize us, they started telling our brothers, black brothers and sisters, that you are worshipping false gods. And this is the right god, the god that we have brought here in Africa. This one is whiter, yours is wrong. And put yours inside and take ours. And our brothers accept it. And the unity which was in our communities, African communities, was brought down by that corrupted mind. Thank you, ma'am.
Now the floor is given to the second reader.
I congratulate Andrea for his book. I read it with interest. There are some slight mistakes that I point out. And these mistakes are due to the fact that Kabea is not fulfilling his way. Perhaps was in a hurry a bit. When you go just on the cover, you are creating a late university. You see that? An academic. When you go, then when I go through your work, this was one flatter, something to say about that. And you have separated geography and geography. It makes it just look at it and respect the public. I go straight to questions. The first question is one. Did you go to the internet this year, that is 2000 and did you go to the internet? If negative effects of inferiority complex. The negative effects of inferiority in ERC. Because you are talking about white man, if you're aware, white man, but now I'm going to that. It's going to be seen. If yes, tell us. Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, look at you.
The first question is, what is the motive for white can say yes, because a lot of sources I don't think that there is any
Attribution normally. You access.
The second question, you wanted to know the negative effects of inferiority
Only.
Yes, some only. The first negative effects of inferiority complex in our country DRC is identity or loss of identity. Why? Young people, those willing to go for high studies, they prefer French names to those of black people or ancestors. That is one of losing our identity. That's a negative. It's a negative. Do you want me to read another one or just one? Because you want to say the negative.
I say some. When we say
Some. If I can talk about the second negative effect in our context in GRC is the part of having a corrupted mind. Why? Most of young people, young men in GRC, they like following European leagues of football rather than following the football. That is one of the negative effects. Why? We prefer following Real Madrid and Barca instead of following Salapani. This is a corrupted mind. We have been corrupted mind. Our mind has been corrupted.
Right. Have you ever seen a white man? That's my last question. Tell me. Have you ever seen a white man or a black man?
Yes, I think I am.
All right.
I am already supposed to. The second question. I'd like to know between the English version and the French one. Yeah. Which one? The original and which one? Yeah. Yeah. You have one English. Not to know which one is the original and which one is the translation. Go to page 52. Page 52. It's page 52. Second column. Are you? Yes. Second column. Yes. Last sentence. You read it. Yes. I also suggest that women should say no to this and this is the weak point in place them instead of you. It's pain. It's pain. you move to the third development, still on the same page. The medium sentence. So the third paragraph, yes, sentence, the medium sentence. Can you read it?
They should treat themselves as people with rights.
They stands for black people. Black people. Who told them that they are what you say they are? Say they are. And last question, your abstract, English version, abstract. Okay? You say, it was also found that African women were so inferior to their husbands that they agreed to be beaten for the sake of marriage. Can you elaborate a little bit? I don't understand. Can you elaborate a little bit? African women were so inferior to their husbands that they agreed to be beaten for the sake of marriage. Can you expand, elaborate a little bit on that? Yes. Okay, thank you for your... Yes, Ed.
Thank you. Okay, go on.
Yes, the first question is explain us the origin complex.
I said that in my presentation speech. It's a feeling to see than others, more incompetent than others, and to see one's belongings as less important than those of missionaries coming. They lost everything they had, and the white people put the life on the things which was falling apart. So they are encouraging whites. Before the coming of white people, they were united, living peacefully. After the arrival of the settlement of white people, they have so they like for the way of living has been dislocated and falling apart. So they are very well through the modern analysis, why they need analysis.
So you mean that the fact of joining white missionaries, so make them inferior to them or what? That would be a little bit more specific. We need light, and this is science. You know, science is proving, okay, some of things you say, not simply asserting, okay, asserting things. You mean that the fact of joining white missionaries, just that fact makes them inferior or what?
Yes. It's a idea. Someone can come with a petition and gives it to me. And I move my understanding came in Africa and gave another name to Noye, the name of Isa. Instead of Noye to be called Isa. That is a
Thank you.
the following English, the following version is English version. So in English, so in my actual English version. why what we need to explain how women are inferior by the fact that they agreed to be beaten by very assholes. I think that women are human beings to protect and to love our wives, not to beat them. Beating is unfair treatment.
You say African women. Yes. So the meaning is that European women are beaten, and yet when the husbands require their consent, what do you mean?
Yes, as my research was based on the part, what I found in the text,
You mean that European, American women do not accept to be beaten or what? That's my problem, because you say African women, okay, were so inferior to their husbands that they agreed to be beaten.
yes,
They agreed to be beaten. Yes, agreed to be beaten for the sake of marriage.
yes, Professor.
So, are the women beaten? And when the husbands, when husbands beat, so they require their consent to say, well, you accept me, can we look at this?
Thank you for the question, Professor.
Yes.
I think that for me, to conduct researches on both in the Western societies. But my research is only based on the African society. This is why I said African, as far as the novel is concerned. This is why I said African.
Well,
Thank you.
yes, we can go to the other question.
Yes, to mention too. The last one is tell us the original abstract between this question and the
No, first, you suggest that women should say no to polygamy because point which makes them inferior on page 52. Tell us.
Yes, Professor. I think that when more than first, yes, I would like to say this. When more than two people accept to be controlled by one person, there is a sign of inferiority complex.
So when it is one, she doesn't accept to be controlled. She's not controlled by the husband. This is implication of what you say. When it is one, so she's not controlled by the husband.
That is another context. That is another context. Because among all the scientists who have written about inferiority complex and their submissions, I have found that they all advocate equal social equality. This is why we want men to.
What is the bad side of polygamy? There. What is the bad side?
The bad side of polygamy, first of all, is due to economic issues.
Polygamy. What is it?
Polygamy is the fact that one man more than two wives, two or more wives.
Okay, then what is the bad side of that?
The bad side is that there is an innovation of them, and you don't have time to share with one person out there. You are what
Do not assert things for the sake of asserting.
no, Professor.
Tell us when it is one, so there is no inferiority complex. Once, two, or three, inferiority complex.
Professor, the solutions which I have suggested here are not a recommendation. I only suggest, if possible, people can apply them in their lives.
Why should you suggest? Why should you make such a suggestion? I can tell there is no problem. A suggestion is intended to remedy the situation. Yes or no? Or you make it just for the sake of making it. That is, there is, you have identified the problem and then you suggest a remedy. So what's the problem?
Let us take, for example, Professor, I said that polygamy is not good. Let us take a case of one man with more than 5 wives. All those 5 wives have not been fathers. Now, in which money are you going to give the same day? No, a negative aspect of what the negative aspect of.
And you think that the death can happen the same day? So now you're asking where the man will go and what is it?
So I put down to that question.
You forget to point out positive aspects of polygamy. Maybe you're out of
I know the system. I know because you hate. I know.
and if it weren't for that, we wouldn't have you today for us present.
Yes.
So you see, it is science is so it's
Je
better
crois
to
que
say things.
s'il n'y a plus d'autres questions pour quel Monsieur le directeur.
One question from the audience. Seriously, example, we have to do this. Is it fine? I'm not going to mark, but just.
Le temps aussi. Je crois que
You have time when you ask the question.
je ne
Yes.
peux plus attendre que le petit papier qui reste là-bas. Le petit papier.
Okay.
Les autres ont déjà donné. Daniel, les autres ont déjà donné. Monsieur Kabam, le travail est reçu. Le travail est reçu. Nous invitons Monsieur Kayemba.
It depends on the functions. Focus on how language is used to facilitate communication between participants, that is, teachers and learners. This topic originated from my interest in the analysis of mood and resonance English for Africa 5. During my training, I observed that English teachers often overlook the analysis of the textbook based on the interpersonal data functions of language. And this can lead to difficulties in the learner's understanding of the text, particularly in terms of meaning interpretation. The main objective of this research is to investigate how mood and residue structure are used in English for Africa 5 to facilitate communication and interaction. This dissertation is divided into 5 chapters, including general introduction and general conclusion. To achieve this research, my study addressed the following questions, which will be answered in the 3rd and 4th chapter. What types of mood and residue are coded in English for Africa 5? What are the different mood structures present in the textbook English for Africa 5? Which mood and residue structures are the most dominant in English for Africa 5? As far as the findings are concerned, the analysis revealed that declarative mood structures are the most dominant in English for Africa 5, accounting for 84.2%. This predominance of declarative suggests that the textbook English for Africa 5 is chiefly focused on providing information to learners. Interrogative and imperative moods are less frequent, but still play a significant role in promoting interaction and instruction. The analysis also revealed that the residue structures, predicators, plus complements are the most used structures in English for Africa 5, accounting for 42.4%. Complements are the most structures in English for Africa 5, accounting for 42.5%, followed by the structure which consists of predicator plus complements and adjuncts, which is considered as a full residue structure simply because it consists of all the 3 constituents of a residue structure, accounting for 30.4%. Finally, the structure, predicators, and adjuncts came in the final position with 27% of frequency. That is, predicators and complements are the most frequent structures used in the corpus to construe meaning. In conclusion, future research should explore how interpersonal meta functions are applied in other educational materials, or investigate how these structures affect learners' comprehension and engagement. Dear President of the jury, dear members of the jury, a man-made product doesn't miss mistakes. Your remarks and questions will be welcome. I do thank you.
Thank you.
Ok. Merci pour nous avoir établi de beaucoup d'attentes pour ce qui est du temps. Nous accordons la parole au premier lecteur qui se trouve être le prof Mbalo.
Thank you very much for the floor. Kayemba, you must be congratulated on efforts that have been deployed to produce the work
I must say that when you read, you find that it is well furnished. You find that particularly on chapters devoted to literature review, I must say, I even have found materials to feed the article I'm writing, and if possible, I invite you to join me in the completion of that article. Those was reading, so you see all that you have given as details. These are the sort of things that we're looking for. Okay, but you know the point, and it is now general. Most students do not take time to go through the text after it has been printed. They are first, you see, when they submit the works in the morning or on the eve of the Bible day, so which doesn't leave to them enough time to go through the text in order to see what is what. If you want some proofs, the fact that you didn't go through the text to correct, you can see, and this is the first question. This is the first on page, that's on page 55. So we see the first paragraph there. Paragraph, first sentence. The previous chapter was about the literary review. And the last paragraph, I don't understand. The last paragraph says the first clause is the declarative simply because it has the subject which is picked up by the pronoun in the tab. And I can see that this is the end of the sentence. In it, the subject and the definite are both present. On page 35. In the example, the clause is interrogative, but it starts with a WH element, why, and it is a search of missing information. Can you drop that down and try to explain me when you say that the first clause here, it is which one? That the first clause is the declarative, simply because it has the subject which is picked up by the pronoun in the tab. Last paragraph. And so you explain in the first clause. You try to explain that. Second question. You're on page 3. You have a block citation on page 3. Okay? Now, in the post-citation discussion, okay, you see the post-citation discussion, page 3. Research methods are those methods or techniques used by the researcher in his or her research program, whereas research methodology is understood as a science of studying how research is done scientifically. Now my question is, if that is the case, what should be the title of the subtitle, the title of the subsection? Research methods or research methodology?
Got that right? Kayemba?
Yes, Professor.
Got that right? The second question?
What would be the title of the sub?
Yes. So if what you have said here is okay, is right, then what should be the subtitle, the title of the subsection? Because you say somewhere there, somewhere there, general is related to education of teaching. Yeah. How can systemic emotional drama be taught? Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Merci. Nous avons pris beaucoup de temps. Je crois que le deuxième lecteur pourra nous épargner de la perte de temps. Mais nous accordons d'abord la parole à M. Kayemba, qui va répondre d'abord aux questions. Les remarques, il faut simplement les en tenir compte, mais non pas y réagir.
Yes, thank you, President of the jury. I have first of all to answer the first question, which is asked in order to know we were talking about the WH question, which is the WH element, which is used in the clause and the explanation. That is to say, in the WH.
It's a question of clarification. The first one is a question of clarification on page 35. Last paragraph, you say there's something I have to write. I simply want you to shed some light on that. What is the last paragraph? And then you say the first clause is the declarative. Simply because what is this first clause?
The first clause is a declarative clause.
Yes, the first clause here is what? I would like to see this first clause. Say the first clause is the declarative. Simply, the first clause here, which one?
But the first clause is mentions above explanation. That is when we are talking about quantitative analysis, it is involved and explanation after. And then I said the declarative clause has the succession of it starts with the subject, followed by.
What is this? Okay, right. Now I understand because to me, I see there are some four sentences. Okay?
And those
I thought that the first clause refers to the first sentence there. Is that right?
Yes.
J'aurais souhaité que...
By the pronoun in the tab.
Yes.
And the first one, can you read that first clause? C'est clarification question, it's not
Un peu de temps, professeur. Devons tenir compte de ceux qui viennent après.
Yes, I can first of all answer the question. I said a declarative clause is a clause in which the subject is picked up in a mood tag. That is to say, when we have a declarative clause, which is used with, which starts with a nominal group, that is the subject of the declarative clause, and that nominal group can be picked up in the mood tag. The mood tag, that is a short question asked at the end of a declarative clause,
in order to seek for the confirmation or the rejection of the action asked by the speaker. That is what I wanted to say here. For example, when you say Kalonji is playing.
So this first clause is nowhere on this page. When you said the first clause, so it is nowhere on this page, or it is there.
It is there.
Can you read it to me?
They had not put enough sugar in the tea either.
You can go ahead.
Yes.
The question will continue.
Yes, when we have a clause such as they hadn't put enough sugar in the tea. Yes, the second question, I don't know whether it is a remark or a question. You said, in the block citations on page 3, I have talked about the difference between research methodology and research methods. And you wanted to know what could be suggested as a subtitle or a substep of this point.
Look, the title of the subsection here in the momentum research methodology.
Yes.
And when you try to distinguish between research methodology and research methods, that's where now I come up with the question to know that if what you say is okay, then what should be the title of this subsection? Research methodology or research methods?
The title of that substep can be research methodology.
Okay, move to the next question.
The next question you said, pick up two of three terms and you tell us how they are relevant to systemic functional. I have to put well that question.
Pick up 2 or 3 terms related to systemic functional grammar and show us or point out their relevance to the study.
First of all, we have the terms such as mood and reason. I say mood and reason, they are things selected and they are relevant to the study of the analysis of systemic functional grammar. I'm sorry, interpersonal method, which is included in systemic functional grammar to make meaning. And these two things are relevant in that a clause, a text is made of different clauses, and those clauses must be analyzed thanks to the system, to different systems. That is, we have the first system, which is mood, and the second, which is reason. In the mood system is made up of 2 elements, and those 2 elements are, the first is the subject, and the second is the finite. And as far as the residue structure is concerned, the residue structure is made of 3 elements, and this term is relevant to the study of systemic functional grammar applied to English for Africa 5, because we have clauses in the textbook English for Africa. In that, we have to divide all the clauses into 2 parts. And the last one, which deals with residue system, we have to identify all the constituents of residue structure and analyze them. We have first of all to identify all.
To the last question.
show us how systemic function is grammar.
Je laisserai répondre quand même à cette question sans trop
Yes. You said, how can systemic function grammar be taught to learning in secondary school? First of all, we know that systemic function grammar deals not only with structures, but it deals with meaning. That is, when the learners are exploring together with the teacher, they help to understand, to get the of what they are studying, to analyze. When we are talking about different moods which are found in the textbook, we see, for example, when we are talking about declarative clause, it is not the same with the imperative one. It is also different with the interrogative one. In giving and receiving. Learners have a support to be adapted to this framework that is the systemic function grammar in order to know, to trace the structures and to get the meaning. Because it is the study of structures and meaning.
Ok. Nous pouvons passer la parole au deuxième lecteur.
Okay. Thank you for the floor, President of the jury. Mr. Kayemba, we congratulate you for your work. It's really marvelous. Let's visualize so, apart from slides remarks pointed out by the professor, I have some questions. The first, Professor Lumbala said a scientific activity cannot be undertaken if there is no problem. Okay? So could you please explain briefly the problem found in this project? Right? What have you undertaken in this station? That is my first question. What I have found this problem? Okay? The second question. So, how does the station help solve us problem?
The first question, what have you found as a problem in my project? The
second, how does your project or the station help us to solve this problem? Okay? The last question. Okay. What makes this work yours? Or what makes this station yours?
Vous avez fini?
Yes.
Identify different constituents. Which make a close, a whole close. I found that the declarative clauses are the most dominant in this textbook. Dominant in this textbook English 84.2. Yes. And the second question was, how does this problem help us to solve this problem?
Is that a problem? After learning those structures and found that there's something of 84.2%
That is the problem, because the objective of this work was first of all to analyze all the constituents of the textbook English for Alpha 5 and to the frequency distribution of all the. Second question, how does this problem help us to solve?
How does this question? How does this work help us to solve the problem? How does your research, your work, help us to solve this problem?
The problem of
the work.
The question is not well understood.
The question is clear. You said that there is a problem.
Yes.
That was the first question, okay? Now, the question is not the problem in your discussion.
The problem is solved by the analysis made on the textbook, and we have understood how meaning is construed in the textbook.
So, we could make, in another way,
yes.
How can you work help students or teachers of English?
Yes, my work can help students or teachers of English in that when they read the work, they must be aware of the new field of grammar which is taking place now, and they have to know the different constituents of a clause which are contained in the textbook English for Alpha 5, because they are not aware of that. When I was a trainee, I noticed that teachers do not take into consideration the field of systemic interpersonal data function.
The last question was, how can you provide?
Yes, what makes this work mine is that, first of all, I select the corpus. The corpus was selected in the first position, and after I analyzed it myself and sorted out the frequency distributions done by myself, and today I am defending, and the work itself has my name on this. Yeah.
Ok. Monsieur le directeur, vous avoir la parole.
Thank you, Mr. President of the Board, for the floor. Well, I can simply thank Mr. Kayemba because he can work under pressure. Thank you. So that's it. So the work, I cannot come back on the provision made by the other examiners. There are typos, there are things Mr. Kayemba will exam, but which he didn't. But the work is okay. You can read it and understand it. I had some questions, but my big brother told me, I don't know whether he read my mind. So yeah, he took me two of the questions. So I will just have to ask two questions to Mr. Kayemba. The first question I can read, you say systemic functional grammar, systemic functional linguistics. Are they the same or different? You answer now before I proceed to the second. Same or different?
You wanted to know the difference between...
I say systemic functional grammar, systemic functional linguistics. Are they the same or different?
They are different.
How?
They are different in that systemic functional linguistics is a theory of language language inclusive. And systemic functional grammar is this the theory of language. I'm sorry, the language making meaning.
But I think they are the same, no different. Okay, systemic functional grammar, systemic functional linguistics. They are the same, it depends on the theorists. Okay, don't panic. I'm not a policeman myself. Use the concept of subject. Okay, concept of subject. How many concepts of subjects are there? And which one have you used? Types of subject.
Yes, 3 types of subject. We have psychological subject, we have logical subject, and grammatical subject.
Which one have you used?
Grammatical subject.
Thank you. That's all. I'm done.
Okay. Merci. Moi, je n'ai encore rien dit. Mais il ne partira de là que quand je lui aurai dit un mot. Donc, le travail est reçu. Félicitations.
Merci. You are looking for my darling. My darling. Huh? You are not the darling. The darling is the follower.
Ba foto wenda ba shi wannan. Mana ngambil. Mana betul kata muka. Mana ngambil? Bisa ngambil. Alexis. Foto mu nujin. Uju mu yala. Alexis mina bai.
Yes, it's over. Yes, it is over. Congratulations.
descendez encore. Commencez à descendre.
Et ça va un peu près. Mais il a dit tout à l'heure.
Michel.
Ali yetu ka tumuke baga chiumwe. Akali balebi mana ba wata photo balebi ebi nganda video estava mana sega ba wata sawa wata mba tukatinya lesi ishira ndiende bibadi
Ma uta da foto fani to.
Fo ba to kata foto. Fo ba to kata foto. Photograph. Ya mama, fotonya saja ni ambil WhatsApp. Anda cuma nak aku ayat. Teo tahan tu. Ba mo pole ba di ba amba kumona go.
Bien confirmé.
Donnez d'abord la fleur. Donnez la fleur.
Tu. Ah, mensagem, já foi bem. Babanjilas. Ah, enza bali banda wa wendu tuluk. Ana amba mukwato anga yenda
Enza ba mukwato anga yenda.
Nje wene boss ni.
Ushida ai mo abaso.
Toba watu amubwela munda.
Wahambe to.
To kale mama wata wahambe. No.
Kantu ka dingele la message to.
Ma bonjour. Ai, obalonda. Ah,
ano mo anglais.
Bela mame. Saya me. Yo ba uju ko ei.
Kipi champale.
Baba watu wo munda mu ndim.
Compala, abuelo compala.
Okay. Kita segala kwa itu mbak. Oh, itu sana. Ya nyandege.
Apa mau mambo ni chena sela. Doanyen sa de bo ampelo ni from jade.
Ko ina la. Bata kinye muwa. Kupila la semente yeso amekupila. Wamekupila na ito.
Message oh my. Baje deu. God bless you my father and my brother. Sige kakayanda ka agenda ka bilonda.
Okay. Butu wajanyongele na nshei satu ngwele. Wanyengani.
Hato katawa family.
Hato kata foto wa family.
Foto kabisa kwa.
Kwa. Jobe. Ai. Subirangan. Wako su.
Wele to.
Wako.
Wata ya nayo baba mumani. Asika yanda ka vana ke ndaga lon. Kam salai. Go a chance. This is Rebo. Eka mana gogo bulenga ba machines.
Pesha ngemaji.
Ai ka tawo ni pa. Pega frio aí. Não deixa.
Man. Aya ta foto ni. Mata. Aya ta foto.
Abi tu aí. Odio mo po.